Welcome to Tech Bytes and News, your daily roundup of articles featured in Hacker News. Today, we're diving headfirst into a truly bizarre and brilliant piece of retro computing ingenuity. The 35-cent Commodore 64 Softmodem. Can you believe it?
35 cents? That's cheaper than a cup of coffee these days. Seriously, how is that even possible?
That's the beauty of it. It leverages the Commodore 64's built-in SID sound chip, essentially turning it into a rudimentary modem. It's a one-way communication system, mind you, but it works.
One way? So you can only send data, not receive? That sounds limiting.
Exactly. It uses audio frequency shift keying, or AFSK, to modulate data onto a carrier frequency. Think of it like Morse code, but with varying tones instead of dots and dashes. The genius is in its simplicity.
So a simple RCA jack connected to the audio output acts as the interface to a regular phone line? That sounds incredibly dangerous.
Dangerously awesome. You're right. It's crucial to remember that you should never plug this directly into a wall jack. The phone line carries voltage that could seriously damage your computer. This is strictly for connecting to another modem.
I see. Interesting. So the software is the other half of this equation, right?
Absolutely. The software, originally written by a guy named John Iannetta, is a marvel of concise coding. It's a basic program with an embedded machine language section that handles the modulation. It's remarkably short, even typable by hand.
Wow. And it uses Xmodem CRC for reliable file transfer? That's surprisingly sophisticated for such a low-cost setup.
Precisely. Xmodem CRC ensures data integrity. Even though it's one way, the Commodore side just pretends everything is successful. It's a bit cheeky, but effective.
Cheeky? I like that. So what about the frequencies used?
The frequencies are based on the Bell 103 standard, 2025 Hz, and 2225 Hz. These frequencies were chosen because they're compatible with almost any 300 baud modem.
Ah, the Bell 103, a classic. But why are there separate versions for NTSC and PAL Commodores?
Because of the slight difference in clock speeds between NTSC and PAL systems, this affects the SID chip's frequency generation, requiring different values for the mark and space frequencies. Iannetta's last post on comp.sys.cbm even explains the math behind it.
Fascinating. So the CIA chips are used for timing, not interrupts?
Exactly. The CIA timer is used to precisely control the baud rate, bypassing the CPU's need for manual cycle counting. It's a clever optimization.
This whole thing is a testament to clever programming and resourcefulness. But what about the work slate?
Ah, yes. The author used this soft modem to communicate with a convergent work slate, a very early portable computer with a 300 baud internal modem. It's a great example of how this simple soft modem can interface with other systems.
So it actually worked with the work slate? That's amazing.
It did. Although, there were some interesting quirks with different work slate models and their speakerphone functionality. It highlights the unpredictable nature of vintage hardware.
Incredible! This is such a fun project. The author even improved on Iannetta's original code, adding features like a dial tone generator and an ASCII translation table.
Yes, the updated version is even more user-friendly. And the author has made the code available on GitHub under a public domain license, so everyone can try it out.
That's fantastic. This is a truly inspiring story of ingenuity and a great example of how to get the most out of limited resources.
Absolutely. It's a reminder that sometimes the simplest solutions are the most elegant, and a great tribute to John Iannetta and his amazing contribution to the Commodore community. Thanks for joining us on Tech Bytes and News. Goodbye, and happy hacking.
Bye-bye.